Wow, wow, wow. I'll add a fourth wow because you have four choices. Here we go. It is called the 5-row bold ring. Okay, this is the epitome of what Absolute can do and what fun we can have with Absolute. First off, the price is exceptional, $69.95, and your carat weight is going to go anywhere between 5.26 carats. Just double checking. In 526, it's all pretty 6.26 and 3.26, and that's according to the size of cut that you're buying in the ring, and the shape of the ring you're buying. So here's what we have as options, and I'm going to show you everything. In your choice, excuse me, as sterling silver or your vermeil, which is genuine gold, you have your princess cut, which by far is leading the pack. This is one of those, I think, stone cuts that we dream of owning. You know, there's a lot of different stone cuts, and typically what happens is when you're getting a diamond, you usually play it safe. You go for a round because it's very traditional. Solitaire is not risky. You know, it's kind of the most coveted one. But we always dream of having the really cool cuts, like a princess cut. So this one is actually outselling the other three at this point. Then, of course, we did your traditional round. So we have your traditional round. All of this a customer pick. We have the beautiful pear shape, which is so elegant. And then finally, an all-time favorite, of course, is the marquee cut. By far, if you're going to go for the princess, this is the one and probably the best time to do it. Yeah, here we go. Half the quantity in the princess already spoken for. We just started the official presentation. So clearly it's a popular ring. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to cover the rest of the ring up because you've got to see this center stone. And there's so much brightness and so much brilliance, and the facetings just having a ball playing against all the cuts. I want you to see the middle stone because that's really the key to this. That is the princess cut, and that's the center stone. Now, what happens is down below, and it's very high prong set. Look at the amount of precious metal used to hold that stone. That is really thick and really substantial, and that's what you'd expect if you bought a diamond ring. It better be held on really tight, and it better be a lot of metal if I'm wearing a real diamond. So we design it, and we facet it, and we do everything that you would do if you were buying a very big and very expensive real diamond. Now, down below, this is just magnificent how they've created this. You have a series of baguettes, and it's on 1, 3, and 5th row. So 1, 3, and 5 are baguettes. And then when you look at row 2 and 4, those are channel set rounds on either side. And then what's even more complicated is there's higher levels and lower levels. So rows 1, 3, and 5 are up higher, and then down deeper, sort of recessed into the ring a little bit, would be your rounds on rows 2 and 4. So that gives you an idea of how complicated the ring is. It's almost like building 2 rings. You build the bottom, and then you're going to have this really big dominant stone and setting on top. Now, while that's a cool look what happens when you turn it this way. All of a sudden, it's wow. It's beautiful. And yet, it still blends with itself. It still works really well. And notice, too, the play of light. All those little stones underneath it are helping the faceting on that beautiful princess cut really explode with brilliance and color and sparkle and shine. It's just a wonderful ring. And, oh, my gosh, when you want to talk about a lot of precious metal, you'll feel it. I mean, this is a ring. This isn't a ring. It's like, bring it home. This is a really substantial ring. And at the same time, it's extremely comfortable. Isn't that interesting? Great jewelry design is well balanced, well executed, and well crafted jewelry. That's what we all want. You know, I know you want that. That's what you look for. You are the smartest customers in the world. You get it and you understand it. The other thing that our last call, I think it was Cheryl. Was it Cheryl that we talked to? She said she was giving the diamond or the simulated diamond cross to her daughter going on a mission trip for a couple of years. And she said the one thing I thought was really, really important was she said, you know, what's great about this, it's a really affordable way to wear the sparkle. But if her daughter happens to lose it, it's not the end of the world. This is the same thing. I mean, if you're blessed enough to have this kind of carat and this kind of ring in real diamonds, that's great. But I would be the most paranoid person in the world wearing it. It might make 2 visits out a year, probably at Christmas time and maybe New Year's Eve. And then it would go back in lock and key, and I would never touch it. And it would be in a vault in a bank in some mountain somewhere out in the middle of the country. I mean, this would be a $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 ring. I mean, it'd be very expensive. But here you can have the quality that you want. the style maybe you've always wanted to try. Like, for example, a pear. Now, what I'm going to do is, because there is a lot of sparkle to it, I'm going to cover it up. That's the pear. That's the pear shape on the top of the ring. It's gorgeous. And then if you want to go for a traditional round, I'm going to grab the round. Oh, that's my key. Here we go. Here's the round. Now, again, this is very traditional. Maybe you don't want to take your genuine diamond ring on vacation this year. Unfortunately, I've lost 2 diamond rings. God bless my husband, because he buys it for me, and I actually told him to stop buying them. I was like, you know what? I mean, I've only had a couple. I wish I had a lot more, but I only have a couple, and they were so precious to me. And, you know, it was so dear to me. And one got stolen when I was on vacation, and one I just simply can't find. It's lost. I don't know what happened to it. And I finally said, you know what? Forget it. I will wear simulated diamonds, and I do. If you see me wearing a round solitaire, that is a simulated diamond. Interesting story about the quality of our simulated diamonds. So I'm wearing this ring one time, and Bobby Ray and I are both at a jewelry house where they're making jewelry locally. We went to tour it, and the guy said, hey, you guys want to clean your rings? And typically when you're a jewelry house, they have the best cleaners in the world. So she put her solitaire in, and I put my simulated solitaire in. He handed them back to us, and I put mine on, and I thought, wow, that's really fitting a little more snug than normal. But I'm like, oh, well, whatever. And then we realized that was her ring, the real diamond, and mine was the simulant, and we couldn't tell them apart. The only way that I didn't walk out with her really beautiful real diamond ring was it didn't fit my finger right. That's the only way I could tell. We could not tell the difference. And I thought, that story just stuck in my mind. I thought that was the funniest thing. I thought, I almost walked out with her real diamond ring that I'm sure cost a lot of money. And like I said, the only way we knew the difference was it did not fit my finger. It was just a hair bit too small. And I thought, well, that's strange. And then we realized we'd gotten it mixed up. So that speaks volumes for what it's like to wear a really good simulated diamond. And the Absolute encompasses the best of the best. Now, the last time we had this on the air, it was March of last year. So it has taken months to get it back. And quite frankly, Rocky did the math. It would be like Christmas of next year if we're at the same reorder rate on this one. So if this is something that really is speaking to you and you're like, I'm going for it. I just want to wear a rock on my finger. I love big rings. Whatever, you're going on vacation, you're going to Las Vegas and you want to look like you're a high roller, this is the ring that's going to do it for you. And it really is, quite frankly, fun to wear. It's just fun, but it's also beautiful. And it's really well crafted. You know, it's not like you're getting a ring that's you know, like tinty. My favorite, I guess, word to describe inferior jewelry is a tintiness to it. Or there's a real thinness to the metal. No, this is, well, it's comfortable. And when I say thick, it means heft. It means you're getting a solid, well-made piece, okay? Just understand that right off the bat. If you want to use the Flex, you get it home for $34.98. And the great thing about it is maybe you're kind of stepping out of your box and saying, normally I wear smaller rings, but I really want to go for it. You still have our ironclad guarantee that says if you're not thrilled, then please send it back. You know, we want you to be the happiest customers out there. Without you, we're not here. So why not just say, you know, I'm going to go for it tonight. And for those of you going away on a trip, you might be going to New York City and you're going to go see a Broadway play. You might be going to L.A. and you know what? You wouldn't, or maybe you're going overseas, or you're going to go to Europe or whatever you might be doing. And you don't want, or you're going on a business meeting and you don't want to take your real quote unquote diamonds with you. This is that happy, great alternative. If you happen to forget it, it's not like it is the family heirloom and oh my gosh, you've lost it. Congrats. You know, all your siblings are mad because you've lost mom's, you know, great diamond ring. You just don't want that to happen. And you know what is really great about this? You can wear your Absolute swimming. You can go into chlorine. You can be lathering on SPF suntan lotion and not have to baby it. And there's something really wonderful like going on vacation and it looks like you're wearing big diamonds. And, you know, you have so much money that you don't care if you swim in them, la la la. And it's just a great feeling. It's really kind of fun. Now we have 2 FlexPays, as I mentioned. It's been a long time since we've had it on the air. Rocky, I missed the update. Okay, in the marquee, let me grab both of these. We have just a little over 100. So that's in all sizes, all color. There it is in your marquee. Then in the princess cut. You want to do a pair? Okay, princess next because it happens to be in my hand. So there's that beautiful princess cut. Fewer than 200 now. Okay, last call on the princess at this point. And then we have the pear cut. Oh my gosh, this is really limited. I have 100 in both colors and all sizes. And then finally we have your traditional round, which is wonderful. We're good in round. Yeah, we've got about 250 of the round. So if you want to do a little bit more of a traditionalist, that's fine because it's beautiful. Yeah, and by the way, 10 sizes, 2 different metal choices. That's like a handful in each size. So I appreciate you staying on the line. And if you can, jump to automated ordering right now. That's probably a really good way to take advantage of that. By the way, don't forget, too, that line bracelet.